Every year, the month of September is recognized as Recovery Month, a time to raise awareness about substance abuse, promoting treatment, and supporting the providers who make recovery possible. One of those providers is Blue Cross Blue Shield, and we welcome onto the mix via Zoom the Behavioral Health Medical Director, Dr. William Beecroft. Hello, Dr. Beecroft. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for the time today.
Absolutely. It's an important topic to talk about. I'm glad we are able to find the time to do this. Let's start with the basics. Substance abuse disorders. What are the concerns in this area, and well, specifically, how do you define that?
Well, substance use disorder is really where the utilization of substances is somewhat out of control for the individual. That people are really focusing their entire time really looking for or obtaining a substance. That's when they really get to the point of severe substance use disorder. But it can also be problematic substance use disorder, where the binge drinking gets a little out of hand, or you do things under the influence of a substance that you would not normally do that could be embarrassing or offensive to people you're with.
So there are many different types of levels of these disorders. How prevalent are these kinds of conditions in our area?
It's really quite common. There's about 20 million people in the United States that have substance use disorder. And when you start looking at other medical illnesses, and this is a medical illness, it has mental health consequences and effects, but it is a medical problem. It's about half as prevalent as diabetes, which is the most prevalent chronic disorder in the United States.
So obviously there is a need for supporting recovery systems. Let's talk about finding the problem, the symptoms. What do we look for symptoms of a substance use disorder?
Well, it's just as I kind of described, it's when uses of the substance becomes out of control for you. It's no longer fun to be around someone that is using a substance. So there's problems at work, there's problems at school. Not being able to achieve the goals that have been set out for you or the tasks that you need to do, showing up to work late, being still intoxicated when you show up to work or school, being hungover such that you can't really function correctly. Physical health issues can also be problematic. We see a lot of consequences with pancreatitis, with liver disease. Other consequences of alcohol use would be bad reflux, upset stomach, ulcer disease, these kinds of things. You also don't pay attention to your appearance. So you come a little bit more slovenly to your workplace, to meetings with other people, to connections with your friends, not quite the same person that you were. And then the changes of behavior and money issues, because all of those issues start really having a consequence. If you're not working as well, you take time off, or you have a, in quotes, mental health day because you're hungover, you're not getting paid for those days. So now you can't make your rent, you can't make your food budget, these sorts of things. So a lot of things start to really compound on themselves when this is a problem.
And if we see those symptoms, doctor, how can we support, say, a loved one, maybe a child or a colleague or a friend or a family member who's struggling?
Well, I think the first thing, and this is after 35, 40 years of practice experience before I took this job, is you can't make this a personal issue for them. This is not a failing for them. Being able to point out the problems that they're having and really looking at that this is something that can be fixed and how to be able to be supportive and helpful for them. Looking at inviting them to things in the family or other social activities that would keep their hands busy so they're not going for, a 12-ounce curl, getting a beer or whatever it is. If they're busy doing other things, they're less likely to be abusing or using substances inappropriately.
This is obviously something that can affect the whole family. So if anyone watching right now may be struggling with this or knows someone who is, how can they get more information? How can we support the recovery that you do there?
We have a lot of resources on our webpage, BlueCrossBlueShield.com, and you go follow the radio buttons to our webpage about this topic. You can always contact the number on the back of your card. There's lots of community resources, Al-Anon. is a really good resource for significant others. Alcoholics Anonymous is a great resource for the individual that has difficulty, and being able to get there online, it's made easy. You can do this by virtual means. You can go to a meeting. You can be able to download their pamphlets and that sort of thing to learn more about it. So there's all kinds of ways of being able to get the resources for how to get help and how to get moving forward in this regard.
Well, we thank you for the information, Dr. Beecroft. We want to make sure that we get that information out to you as well. bcbsm.com/mental health for more information.